Now, guest characters in fighting games are becoming more and more common these past few years. It really seems like every fighting game company is trying to dig in a slice of the pie.
Did somebody say pie?
But with recent uproar from fans over fighting game DLC packs having half guest characters, it's gotten me thinking, are crossover characters bad for fighting games? Well, there are two main criticisms to consider. For one, do they mesh well with the game's theme? As mentioned earlier, crossovers have been becoming more and more common as of late, which in some cases leads to the game's community pushing back against it, and the general criticism tends to be that the crossovers don't fit in. Mortal Kombat 1 is facing this right now with Omni-Man and Homelander, Tekken faced this with Negan from The Walking Dead, Brawlhalla in the WWE, Call of Duty and Nicki Minaj. People feel they bring gimmicks that just don't fit into the theme of the game, and they also don't mesh well with the original pre-existing characters. There's some cases where it does work and some cases where it doesn't, which I can understand where these people are coming from, because realistically, in MK1, what's stopping Omni-Man from completely tearing Katana limb from limb like it's plucking season? For two, there could be a better use of the character slot. Video games generally come with a deep and extensive lore, and it's a big reason why fans get so attached to the game. So when a crossover enters the fray, it technically means that a space of the game's roster is chipped away, leaving a character who maybe could have been in the game left out on the sidelines for another 3 years. And I can understand this as well. In the case of Street Fighter, there have been many characters who people have been itching to see return. And it's already bad enough they get sidelined for characters who didn't even need to be in the game, like Blanca, but they're also getting sidelined by these guest characters who aren't even part of the game to begin with. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, do I think guest characters are ruining fighting games? No. The way I look at it, fighting games is to have fun with fantasy. And since it's fun, I'm okay with crossovers being in fighting games. Though I agree with the criticisms against them to some extent. It's a video game. They're not supposed to be realistic even by their own game standards. They're fucking fantasy. They're fun as shit to play, which is the goal of a game. And as long as it's kept to a minimum like most games have done, maybe they're pushing it now, perhaps it gets worse in the future, we'll see. But in general, I'm okay with it. But that's going to be it for me today. Let me know your guys' thoughts on these guest characters. Do you think they're ruining fighting games? Do you agree with my take? Did it suck ass? Let me know. If you liked, leave a like. If you disliked, leave a dislike. And with that being said, it's been the Master Assailant. Stay safe, stay based. Hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.